So the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2 is probably one of the most popular cameras right now. But there are a couple of settings that can be a little bit confusing for some people. And I just want to test it today. On the camera you have different color profiles, of course, and you have different sharpness settings. But you also have one important thing, and that's actually face priority or matrix. Face priority exposes for your face. Matrix is supposed to expose for the whole image. But when to use it? Of course, some people say when you're vlogging you should use face priority, but often when you're out recording you probably point the cameras in different directions and you can't switch between face and matrix all the time. So when to use it? I just want to test it today. I'm out in the woods. There are a bright area right here, and I'm going to walk through some trees where it's pretty dark and see how the priority or face priority or matrix, what it do to the image. Do it expose correct? If matrix works, I will probably use that all the time. I'm going to test it. I'm going to walk. We are now in face priority mode on the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2 in 4K, medium sharpness, flat color profile. So I'm going to walk and we're going to test it and see if you can see a big difference. So let's start walking under some trees where it's darker, and this is face priority mode. And it's starting to get a little bit darker and I can see the yellow box around my face, so it should expose for my face. But what I've seen on the Ace Pro is sometimes that the footage looks a little bit soft and not as clear as on the Ace Pro 2. So it's pretty dark here and I can still see that the camera is exposing for my face. Let me turn around and walk back again. And we're going to do the same test with matrix mode and see how that affects the image and if it's more or less exactly the same. And we're back again where it's pretty light. So let's switch to matrix mode. Okay, we changed to matrix mode on the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2. Can you see a major difference right now? What I can see on the Ace Pro is actually a box around my face. I can't see that box on the Ace Pro 2, but is the image more or less the same? I'm going to walk underneath the trees where it's a little bit darker and see if it exposes for the whole image and see if I get darker and darker compared to face priority, and also pay attention to the clarity in the footage. So let's walk. Now I'm walking under the trees and I don't have HDR on. This is just normal footage in flat. So can you see a major difference now? It's pretty dark here. How is the image exposed? A bit turn around and walk back again. This is actually, in my opinion, a really important test because, like I said, switching between different modes, matrix and face, you need to stop recording and do the change and then you can record again. So this is matrix. And I'm back where it's light. And can you see a difference in the clarity, especially on the Ace Pro? I don't know. Okay, we are back in face priority mode on the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2. Now I'm going to turn the camera away from me and see if you can see any exposure changes. And that's really important in my opinion, so you can see if anything changed, how the camera exposes for the image. Because now it's exposing for my face, and when I'm turning around, what happened then? So I'm going to turn the camera and we're going to walk underneath the trees. So let's walk. Can you see any changes? This is face priority mode. Going underneath the trees where it's quite dark. Is the camera continuous exposing or does it look okay? Let's walk back again until we see some more light, and then we're going to change to matrix mode and see if there is any difference at all. Okay, we are standing at the same place now in matrix mode and the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2. I'm going to turn the camera away from me so it's not facing me. I'm going to see how the camera exposes for the scenery here and see if there is any difference between phase priority and matrix mode without vlogging. So let's turn the camera and see. And let's walk underneath the trees where it's a little bit darker and see how the camera reacts. Let's turn around and walk back until we see some more light. Can you see much more clarity in the footage, or is it more or less exactly the same? I want to do one more test, or one important test I think. It's a little bit brighter here. I'm going to point the camera towards the sky with my face in front of it in phase priority mode and see if the camera exposes more from my face yeah, because that's important of course, so you can see yourself and that you're not completely black. And we're going to see if there is a difference between matrix and phase priority mode. So this is phase priority. I'm going to point the camera towards the sky where it's a lot brighter. So let's do that. I can still see the yellow box and you can see the sky. Does it do a good job exposing for my face, or is it hunting in the sky? It seems like the Ace Pro is hunting a little bit more than the Ace Pro 2. So let's switch to matrix mode and see if you can see any difference. Okay, we change now to matrix mode and the Ace Pro and the Ace Pro 2. It shouldn't prioritize my face, it should prioritize everything and expose for the whole image. We're going to point the camera towards the sky and see if I'm completely blacked out or if the camera is doing a good job exposing for something facing the camera. I'm going to point the camera down towards the sky. Can you see a big difference now? Is the camera hunting in any way? I did see that in phase priority mode it seems like the Ace Pro was hunting a little bit, but this is matrix mode. Is this usable at all? It's going to be really interesting to see the difference between phase priority and matrix mode. Like I said, I don't want to switch between different modes when I'm pointing the camera all over the place. So let's do some more testing. Yeah guys, so I don't know if you think this is interesting or not. For me it's actually important to test it and see what's best to use, and if you can see any improvement on the Ace Pro when it comes to clarity, and is it necessary to use phase priority and matrix in between each other, or is it enough to set it just to one of them? That's going to be fun to see when I'm going to compare the footage. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this is interesting, and for me it's important to test everything so it's easier for you. If you want to buy some of these cameras, the Ace Pro or the Ace Pro 2, there's going to be a link down below. It's affiliate links, so I earn a little commission, not much, but it supports my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.